Good morning, this is Michael Cannon with Smart Cut Solutions. It's the 2nd of June and a good day because one of my favorite companies, AppSumo, is bringing back one of my favorite deals of the year. And this is the deal for ShareAsImage. If you don't know what ShareAsImage is, it allows you to produce these crazy little memes that you see that pop up all over the internet. These visuals that have text on them where you can share this with people you like. You can share it on Twitter, Pinterest, Facebook, or Instagram, or other places where you want to be able to get traffic back to your website or to generate interest from people with whom you are associated. This is a great deal from AppSumo, and one of the ones that is not offered very often. Instead of the normal $1,000 for a lifetime license, now you get it for $25 for a one-time payment. That's only 3 months that you would pay normally to use ShareAsImage. And let me go through here and show you the kinds of things that ShareAsImage actually does. Let's assume that you spend a lot of time on the internet, you go to different places, either social media, news sites, or places like Goodreads, which is where I am today. If you come into Goodreads using ShareAsImage, you highlight the text that you want or the quote that you want, you click on this ShareAsImage bookmark link, and you can use, they have this for Chrome and they have this link for Firefox, so that what you can do is you click on that and it automatically launches ShareAsImage. It's pretty easy to use. What you do is you just drag this thing and dump it up here on your link bar and it's there. So let's go back to Goodreads and I'll show you how it works. Click on ShareAsImage. Takes a minute just to load. And then it already pre-populates this form for you. So you'll see the quote is there, the author is there. I have been using a logo down here so that I can personalize my memes that I actually use, so that they're standard and people will recognize them when you see them. You can adjust a number of things about this. It starts off with just a plain blue background. If you don't like the size of the font, you can highlight it and then you can go in and change the type of the font. So you can change it to something that might be more Mark Twainish. I don't know what that might be, something like this that looks like it's from the 1800s. You can change the size of the font with this slider, and then you can go in and you can change the alignment, so left, right, or left, center, or right. You can add in an extra line if you want to make it a little more balanced. Then you can move this quote up and down and it will show you that line here in the center when you actually get the quote center. So that's a really good feature. You can change it to be bold or italicized and adjust it to where it looks the way you want it to look. You can add a text box to it, so if you want to add more text please, or another quote on here, a comment from you about what Mark Twain's saying, you can do that. Then you can drag it and put it where you want. So you can put it down here above the logo or down on the bottom right. I sometimes will not use that at all. You can go back through and click this little button here and that will remove the text field. You can only have 2 or 3 of these before the image actually starts getting cumbersome. One of the cool things that they do is they've got some additional features up here at the top. If you don't want to go through the hassle of selecting your own template of your own image, you can just go through here and they've got some pre-designed templates you can pick, and you can add your text there and edit what you want to do. You can go through and select a background for this image, and these are all Creative Commons images. So I'm going to find one that's kind of plain just because I want to show you exactly what they do. This will pop up here, and the first time you use it in a session, it will come up with a little notice that says that these images are Creative Commons, that we scour the internet, and these are images that we know you can use. So they have taken the risk of actually putting these things up here, and they've spent the labor to actually go through and sort these things. and you can change it anytime. So if you don't like the way that one looks, you can keep scrolling until you actually find one that you think looks pretty good. Then you can move the text around. Now this one, as an example, doesn't look good with the white text on that background, so we can go back and make some changes to the text. And what I'm going to do is I will put a border around the text by clicking here, and that shows me the color that I can use. I'm going to go down here to the bottom left and make sure that it is something that makes this a little more dramatic so that you can actually see the text and you can read it. If you want to, you can add a background. I don't like it in this case because it makes it look kind of tacky, but there are some instances and some images where you might need that. You can also go through and add a filter. So if you want to have a blurred background, you can do that, and that focuses everything then on the quote. You can make it a different color. You can put different filters on this to make it have different effects. By going to this section of the editor, you can turn the logo on or off. And if you've already got a logo uploaded, it's easy because it will turn it off or on for you. You can change the size of your logo depending upon where you want it and how big you want it to be. I generally have been using the medium version. You can then upload your logo from wherever you might have one stored on your computer by using this drag and drop editor, or you can pick it off of Facebook or a link, Instagram, or Web Images. So you have a number of places where you can pick this and get your logo from if you forget exactly where it is. Now what happens when you get this looking the way that you want it, you go back and you review it. You can use their logo again, their background. You can change the background color, or you can upload your own image if you have some images that you've purchased that you want to use on your memes. Now, how do you get this into your social media accounts? You can come down here and click on the Save and Share button. It will save it for you. So the Pro version allows you to have all your images stored on their server. You can then come in and you can view the image if you want to just see what it's going to look like, or you can download it in one of two different forms, a small one and a larger one. You can create a new one, you can go back and start all over, you can share it individually on specific services, or you can just add it to Buffer, which is what I normally do, because Buffer would then will allow you to send this to multiple services at once, so you don't have to worry about it. You click here, click on the Add to Queue button, it adds it, and depending upon what schedule you've set, this will automatically post it to Buffer, so you don't have to worry about it. You can then download this in a couple of different formats, because then you can go and take this and put it into a post on your website that will then refer back to some of your social media sites, or if you need to use something that highlights one of the topics that you're talking about, you can use this meme to integrate into your post. That's a quick rundown of what Buffer is like. If you go to AppSumo, you can pick this thing up for $25. Now, I'll probably get a little bit of credit for this if you purchase it, and that's my disclaimer that's required by the FTC. This is really a steal. I have been using ShareAsImage for over a year. I bought it the last time it came out, and I highly recommend it, as I do all of the other things that AppSumo offers, and in particular I recommend that you stay in contact with AppSumo. I'll give you my link, my affiliate link down below, where you can go straight to this page and purchase. Thank you. This is Michael Cannon with SmartCut Solutions.